Well, it's that time of year again. It's high school football season in North Texas, and we're here to break down some of these games in Week 1. This is Ryan Osborne with DFWVarsity.com, and I'm Travis Brown, and this is our first edition of this year of the High School Huddle. Let's get right back into some of these games that we're going to break down. First, we have Arlington Martin versus DeSoto. This is two powerhouses matching up at the beginning of the season, which we're starting to see a little bit more often in the non-district schedule as of recent years. Who do you think could come out in this struggle?
Well, they opened the season last year. DeSoto was dominant in that game, and then really DeSoto won by a wide margin in the third round of the playoffs against Martin last season. But I think this is a chance for Martin to maybe take another step up the ladder. They've been right there in kind of that tier below DeSoto and Allen, and I think this is a chance for them to break through. But as we saw last year, they started the season somewhat slow with a young team and really progressed and played much better against DeSoto in the playoffs. I think DeSoto's still going to win this. They have as much talent as anyone in DFW, but this is a chance for Martin with a young, still relatively young but experienced starting lineup to maybe make a statement in this opening week and maybe get some confidence going into district play here in a few weeks.
Right. With Martin, it seems like they lost everything. I mean, they lost their two Division I defensive ends. They lost. It seems like they lost everything that they had, but they returned a lot of starters from last year. They have Josh Watson, a linebacker on defense. They have Eric Walker, a quarterback, coming back. They have a running up back that was starting coming back, and Nick Smith. They return a lot of players in key positions. I think this will be a much better battle than it was at the beginning of last year, and I might go with Martin in the upset on this one.
It's a big upset, but it's not out of the realm of possibility either. Right.
Austin Westlake at Southlake Carroll. This is at 7:30 p.m. Friday at Southlake's Dragon Stadium. This is more about, I think, the coaches almost than it is the players on the field. This is Todd Dodge's return to Southlake Carroll. What do you see in this coaching matchup?
Yeah, I think what some people forget how good of a coach Todd Dodge is and was at Carroll before he went to kind of had an unsuccessful run at North Texas. But this should be a spread offense game. You have Ryan Agnew at quarterback for Carroll. They made a pretty good run in the playoffs last year, but I think with Agnew getting another year of experience under his belt, I think he could maybe take them deeper in the playoffs. But as far as this opening game, at the home stadium, Dragon Stadium, is going to be packed. Should be one of the more fun games in the area to get out to. I think Carroll's going to protect their home turf here, but Westlake Carroll, you can't ask for two more powerhouses in that to open the season. Right.
Lil Jordan Humphrey for Southlake Carroll. That's the guy to watch out for. Growing a little bit over the offseason. He's not so little anymore, I guess. But I think the master coming back is going to exact a little revenge on Southlake, and I'll take Westlake in this one. And finally, we have Alvarado versus Cedar Park at 7:30 p.m. Friday at the new digs down there in Waco, McLean Stadium at Baylor.
Yeah, very nice stadium, and two top 5 teams. Cedar Park's number 5, Alvarado returning defending state champion number 1 in Class 4A. Alito's going to score some points. They set a national scoring record last year, but it comes down to replacing 10 starters on defense. They have Johnny Durham at quarterback. They have some guys who played some last year a lot on defense, but can they step into a role and kind of continue what they had last year? I think Alito, I think they're gonna win this one, but don't be surprised for it to be a shootout. I think both teams getting acclimated to a new season.
Right, all eyes on Ryan Newsom, a guy who's
watch out for him. I mean, he and punt returner, wide receiver. He's moving to outside receiver. He's going to do a little bit of everything and definitely going to make an impact.
Right. Let's go no huddle real quick and fire through a couple more games. Maryland Eastern Christian versus Euless Trinity. That's at 6:30 p.m. Friday at Pennington Field.
Interesting matchup. I'm going to go with Trinity to protect home turf.
I'm going to go with Trinity as well. Hebron at Coppell, 7:30 p.m. Friday at Coppell's Buddy Eccles Field.
Coppell. I think they're the better team right now, but it's going to be one of those games. One of the better games in the area.
Right. Coppell will get off to a strong start, but it's going to be a real tough district schedule for them, Southlake and Euless Trinity, in that crazy hard district that's all together. Allen versus Denton Guyer, 7:30 p.m. Friday at Apogee Stadium up there at UNT.
Geyer's good, but this is an easy choice. Allen, until someone beats them, they should be picked in every game.
Right, Geyer will be doing really well at the classification they're at, but Allen is the better team in this one. I'll go with Allen. Colleyville Heritage at Abilene, 7:30 p.m. at Abilene Shotwell Stadium.
Should be a fun game. I think I'm going to go with Abilene to protect their home stadium, but Heritage, new coach, I think they're going to maybe continue that momentum, but they got to worry about making the playoffs this year in the SEC of high school football, that Coppell, Trinity, Carroll district.
I'm going to go with Abilene as well in that one. And finally, Ennis at Mansfield Timberview. That's at 7:30 p.m. at Mansfield's Vernon Newsom Stadium.
I think this is a game of the week. I think Timberview dropping down from 5A. Well, they're still in 5A, but they're still dropping in classification. They were really good in 5A last year with 4A numbers. Ennis, number 2 team in the state. I'm going to go with Timberview, though.
Yeah, Timberview is going to be a force to reckon with, but Ennis is rolling, as carrying some momentum from last year. I'm going to go with Ennis in this one. That's our first edition of the High School Huddle. Be sure to go out and check out some games and check DFWVarsity.com for all the best recaps and stats after those games, and we'll see you next week.